Oh, oh, I wasn't just looking at cat photos by myself, alone. Anyway, congratulations, you're on level 2, you did it. Um, you, you should pat yourself on the back. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of who you are. You're rocking. Okay, so now you're on to level 2. And in this level, we're going to be talking a lot about angles. The first thing we're going to be talking about in lesson 2.1 is complementary and supplementary angles, which I know you've heard, and you probably say to yourself, like, isn't that when they add up to like 90 or 180? We're about to clear that up. The objective for students to be able to define and identify complementary and supplementary angles. So let's start with complementary angles. Complementary angles are two angles, all right, when I have two angles whose measures add up to 90, all right, add up to 90 degrees. Complementary. Remember, complementary is the 90-degree one. Now, if you look at this one, A and B are complementary, all right? So if I said A and B are complementary, that means when I add A and B up, they should equal to 90 degrees. If you don't believe me, let's check it out. Well, angle A is 20 degrees, angle B is 70 degrees, and that should add up to 90. Let's see if this works. 20 plus 90, get the calculator out, boom. Yep, that is definitely, those are complementary angles. 20 plus 90 equals, 20 plus 70 equals 90. Yeah, they're complementary. So let's take a look at these angles. Let's see if they're complementary or not complementary. Well, let's see. Angle A is 34 degrees, all right, and angle B is 58 degrees. When I add these two up, I get, let's see, I'm putting in the calculator, 92 degrees. Is that a complementary angles? No. They got to be 90, right? So, sorry, you didn't pass the test, angles. Peace. Second angles. We got 43 and we got 47. All right? We got 43 and 47 degrees. We add those up, put that in the calculator, and we get 90. Are those calculator? Yes, you're our friends. You did it. You are complementary angles because they add up to 90. All right. So angle A and B are complementary. Let's do some problem solving on this. Angle A and angle B are complementary angles. If measure of angle A is 32 degrees, what's the measure of angle B? So the first thing we're going to do to solve this problem is we're just going to write exactly what it says, but in like mathy terms. Angle A plus angle B are complementary, so we were going to say they add up to 90. Now angle A we know is 32 degrees. Angle B we don't know, so that stays over here, and all we know here is 90. Now, to find out what B is, throw our line down here, and we got to move the 32 to this side of the line, right, to get B by itself. So we're going to subtract 32 from both sides, just like so. And we get angle B is equal to, let's see, 60, hold on, nope, 58. Almost got that wrong. See? Check your work, even if you know math well. 58, and please write that prettier than I just did. Second question, let's see. Angle C and angle D are complementary angles. So angle C and D are complementary. Those are our key words here. So we're going to add up to 90. If the measure of angle C is 2x and the measure of angle D is 70 degrees, what is the value of x? Alright, so as you can see, we just wrote it out. Angle C plus angle D is 90. Angle C is 2x. Angle D is 70 degrees. And we know they're complementary, so they add up to 90. I'm trying to solve for x. Well, let me just rewrite this so we know exactly what's about to happen. I'm going to try to solve this equation. So what I'm going to do is put variables on this side, because there's variables here, and numbers on this side, or constants, whatever you like more. So variables on this side, numbers on this side. To get the variable by itself, we're going to subtract the number. All right, we're going to move the number to the opposite side, and we get 2x, this cancels, equals 20. To finish this guy out, we're going to divide both sides by 2, and sure enough, x equals 10. Now, sometimes I feel like you guys don't believe when I say things, so let's just even see if this works. So if we know angle C is equal to 2x, we know angle C is equal to 2 times 10, so angle C is equal to 20. All right, I just substituted 10 for x, right? Because x is equal to 10. We figured that out. 2 times 10 is 20. So I know angle C is 20. We add that to angle D, which is 70. Sure enough, that's 90. We're geniuses. We did it. Final one. This is a more crazy looking question, right? All we're given is this. The measure of ZWY is 64 degrees. So let's look at ZWY. I always like to highlight things. They help me see, and maybe you should too. So ZWY. Oh, that's ugly. But yeah, that's my angle. And so that means my angle is right over here. All right? This angle right here is 64. I'm trying to find the measure of YWX. So let's do that. YWX. That's this angle. So let's do a little, let's see, that's this missing angle, right? Now if you look at these two angles, they're going to be what? Complementary. How'd I know that? Well, this guy right here, right? That means it's a right angle, and right angles are 90. So this angle plus this angle are going to add up to 90. They're complementary. So this is what I'm going to write. The measure of ZWY plus the measure of YWX are going to add up to 90, right? Because it is a right angle. They're complementary angles. Well, ZWY is 64 degrees. We don't know what this is. And that gives us 90 degrees. Well, we put the line down. We got to move our 64 over. So we're going to subtract 64 from both sides. All right, we're subtracting 64 from both sides. And boom, the measure of angle YWX is equal to 26 degrees. And let's put that in here. Let's see if that makes sense. Well, if this is 26 degrees right here, and this is 64, and I add them together, yeah, I get 90. Beautiful. All right, let's move on to supplementary angles. Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot. I want to show you a quick trick. Now, let's say you're really good at this and you just want to save time. If you know these two are, let's say, here's the quick trick for you guys who are really like, oh, I get this. Let me just get all this funky stuff out. All right. For this one, if I wanted to find out this angle, and I'm looking at this and I see this is the right angle, to find this missing angle, I could just do 90 minus 64, which also gives me 26 degrees. All right, that's the simple shortcut. Got to know when to use it, though. Okay, supplementary angles. Supplementary are two angles whose measures add up to 180. So I'm going to tell you right now, angle A and angle B are supplementary, all right? But just like before, we should probably check to see if I'm lying to you. So I'm going to say angle and B are supplementary, so they add up to 180. Angle A is 110 degrees. We know that from here, all right? Angle B is 70 degrees, and they add up to 180. Well, let's check this out. 110 plus 170, 180. Yep, this is definitely true. So yes, these two are supplementary. Oh, who wrote there already? All right, so anyway, let's take a look at this. Are these angles supplementary, complementary, or neither? All right, well, let's do it. First one, we know this angle is 134, and we know angle B is 58. So 134 plus 158 are, well, let's see, that's going to be 192 degrees. What? Well, that's not adding up to 90, and it's not up to 180, so these would be neither. All right, this is not supplementary or complementary. Now the second one is angle C is 22 and angle D is 68. So we got 22 plus 68 degrees. And when I add these up, I get 90. So that would be complementary. I know you thought I'd put a supplementary one on here because I just taught you about supplementary. I didn't. I gotta say, full of surprises. You never know what's coming. All right, let's try some practice problems. If angle A and angle B are supplementary angles, so angle A and angle B are supplementary angles, so we know they add up to 180. All right, angle A and angle B are supplementary. If measure of angle B is 130 degrees, what's the measure of angle A? So let's substitute in 132 degrees for angle B, and let's solve for A. So I'm going to draw my little line, subtract 132 from both sides, okay, and I get angle A. This cancels. Angle A is equal to 48 degrees. And if you check that, 148 plus 132, sure enough, adds up to 180. All right, let's try this guy. The measure of angle C and D are supplementary angles. C and D are supplementary angles. So C plus angle D is equal to 180. The measure of angle, this should say C, and this should say D. The measure of angle C is 3x, and the measure of angle D is 2x. What is the measure of x? All right, so we substituted in these values. Now we got to solve this. Now, how do we solve this? Well, for those of you who need help on this math, keep watching. If not, just solve on your own. So we need a variable side and number side. Well, this obviously is our variable side, and this is our number side. Now, if you look, all the variables are actually over here already, so we don't have to move any variables here. We could just add them. So 3x plus 2x is just 5x, because they are on the same side. All right, that's how I know I can add them. Now, I have to get this number over to the other side, so I need the opposite operation, which is division. And I get x is equal to 36. Boom. And that is how you do some math. All right. Moving on, this third problem. Angle ABC and CBD are supplementary, so let's write that out. Angle ABC plus angle CBD are equal to 180, all right, because they're supplementary. If angle ABC is 114 degrees, what is CBD? So this is 114. We don't know what CBD is, we're looking for that, and we know they add up to 180. So I just subtract 114 from both sides of my line. Oh, that was an ugly line. And we get angle CBD is equal to, let's see, 66 degrees. All right? Done. Once again, let me give you a quick shortcut to this. Since I know this is a line, it's 180 degrees. And this might help you in the next lesson. All right? So I know these two are going to be supplementary because it's a straight line, and the straight line is 180. So what I could just do is 180, right, because that's the bigger angle, subtract 114, all right, and that gives me 66 degrees. That tells me what this missing angle is. Just the shortcut, if you're into it. All right, angle ABC and angle CBD are complementary angles, all right? Find the value of x and ABC and CBD. So we're doing three things in this problem, don't forget that. We're first finding the value of x. And then we're finding ABC, and then we're finding angle CBD. We've got to find those measures. All right, so we know ABC, which is right over here. Let's put that in blue. ABC and CBD are complementary. So angle ABC and angle CBD BD are complementary. Okay, so that's the equation equal to 90. We substitute our values. So we see ABC is 2x, and we see CBD is 3x minus 10, and these are equal to 90. All right, now this is kind of a hard algebra problem, so if you want to see how this is done, please watch. Oh, that's my phone. If you know how to do it, please solve on your own. So we bring down this equation. Now on this side, we're going to put our variables. All right, this is going to be our variable side because we got variables there. And this is going to be our number side. Now, like I said, so the first thing we got to do is move the numbers over to the number side. So if we look over here, this is a variable number, right? So we got variables, that's 2x, 3x. Variables, these are good. They're chilling on the variable side. We got this 10 though. That's a number. It's got to move over. So we're going to move that 10 over first. So we're going to use the opposite operation to move it to the opposite side. And we get 2x plus 3x is equal to 90 plus 10, 100. Now, just like before, when your two variables are on the same side, not opposite sides, you can just add them. So that gives us 5x is equal to 100. Divide both sides by 5, all right? And we get x is equal to 20. Now, that's the first part of the question. The second part is it wants us to actually find out what the angle measures are. Well, we know ABC is 2x. What we could do is substitute x with 20, right? Because we found out that x is 20. So the angle ABC is going to be 2 times 20, which is 40 degrees. All right, that's how you get that answer. The second one, we found out that angle CBD is 3x minus 10. X is still 20 here, so 3 times 20 minus 10 is going to be 60 minus 10. And so angle CBD is going to be equal to 50 degrees. Now, just to check, let's get our minds blown right here. Let's see if we actually did this right. If ABC is 40 degrees, and CBD is 50 degrees. Are these complementary angles? Yeah, these are going to add up to 90. So these equal 90. We did everything perfectly. Once again, we're on a roll. All right, final question. ABC, and that is miswritten. Silly mistakes again. CBD are supplementary angles. Once again, find X, ABC, and CBD. So angle ABC plus angle CBD are supplementary, so they add up to 180 degrees. All right, we did this step. 2, we got to substitute what we know. 2x plus 18 plus 4x is equal to 180, because ABC is this, CBD, right, is 4x, and that's how we got those numbers. Once again, if you know how to solve this, please go ahead and do it on your own. It's just like the last problem. All right? Line down the middle. Which side is variable side? Which are numbers? So this is our variable side. This is our number side. So we got to move numbers over to the number side. And this is a variable, so he's chilling. This is a variable, so he's chilling. But this 18's got to get to the number side. So we're going to subtract it from both sides, right? Opposite operation, we go to the opposite side. Cancels out. What I bring down now is the 2x. This goes away, and we get 4x, which is equal to 162. All right, to keep solving, remember, if it's on the same side, you just add them. So they're on the variable side already, so we're just going to get 6x is equal to 162. Divide both sides by 6. Divide both sides by 6. And let's see what we get. X is equal to, that goes into 20. Hold on, I got to do this in my head. 27 times. So x equals 27. Sweet. Now, just like before, we got to find the angle measures. So ABC and CBD, what we're going to do is plug in for x. So we know ABC is 2 times x, which is 27. When we put that in, we get 2 times 27 is 54, plus 18 is 72 degrees. You could do that on your calculator. I just did it in my head. Bow! CBD is 4x. Okay, so angle CBD is 4 times 27. And 4 times 27, that's 108. So we know this is 108. We know this is 72. Are these complementary? Well, this plus this equals 180. Damn right, we're great. Sorry, I didn't mean to say damn. Anyway, guys, my advice to you today is what you should always do is be nice. Just be nice. Just be good people. All right, bye, guys.